Results take time. So do better days.
You will reap what you sow. Stay on your toes. Nobody knows what you've been through, but you will grow. There will be better days. There will be better days.
Hilltop Hoops Westside Revival is brought to you by Galaxy Health Family Practice. Galaxy Health is accepting new patients today. Located at 421 Georgesville Road, just across from Sullivan Avenue and Hollywood Casino, Galaxy Health serves the Westside community. Founded by nurse practitioner and CEO Miki Watts, a proud 1996 graduate of West High School, Galaxy Health exists to serve the Hilltop and surrounding communities. You can find out more about Galaxy Health today by visiting galaxyhealthfp.com or by calling 614-272-7700. Follow Galaxy Health on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Galaxy Health Family Practice. Galaxy Health will make a donation to Rescuing Leftover Cuisine to feed those in need for every new patient that comes from their partnership with this documentary. Just mention 270 Hoops or the Hilltop Hoops series when you schedule your appointment. Support Miki Watts and Galaxy Health Family Practice and your local community by scheduling an appointment today. The regular season is off and running on the West Side. What a better way to start the season than with a battle on the Hilltop, with West traveling just 2 miles down the road to take on Franklin Heights. Despite being in two separate conferences and school districts, these schools are essentially in the same neighborhood, with players on both teams often playing together at Westgate Park over the summer. That familiarity led to a great game on November 29th. Franklin Heights started the game on a 9-0 run, using its senior guard trio to get on the board. However, West struck back in a major way, ending the quarter on a 14-2 run to go into the second frame, holding a 14-11 lead. In the second quarter, it was all Cowboys. West absolutely picked apart Franklin Heights' zone defense, taking their time on the offensive end and finding easy buckets on the interior. The Cowboys really got into their offensive bag with impressive scores from a handful of different players. With the ball moving and players making decisive moves, West went into halftime holding a healthy 30-19 advantage. Franklin Heights was kept in the game by senior Elijah Shinaba, who was the only source of offense in the second quarter. Shinaba's ability to put the ball on the deck and finish at the rim was critical in keeping the Falcons in striking distance. And it wouldn't be the last time that we'll see of Shinaba in this game. West kept its foot on the gas in the third quarter, getting the first 2 field goals of the period. Franklin Heights did not lay down, however, as the Falcons got a few key plays to stay in the game. Seniors Billy Berry and Abdul Fafana really stepped up, with Berry making a few key defensive plays, which led to Falcons points. Despite their best efforts, West continued to respond. The Cowboys seemed to always counter anything that Franklin Heights threw their way. A key and one finish from Keyshawn Lewis gave West great momentum before Javon Breckenridge closed out the third quarter with a tough inside finish to put West up 43-34 heading into the final frame. As they say, it was now closing time. In the fourth, both teams traded buckets as West held onto its 9-point lead at 45-36. Franklin Heights crept closer, and the game seemed to turn on this play when Barry stepped in and took a charge on Lewis. Lewis and his teammates thought they had an and-one bucket, which could have put them up by double digits, but instead, Franklin Heights got the momentum and the ball back to decrease the deficit. When it's time to win, Billy Barry will not be denied. This tough rebound finish from the senior cut the West lead to 5 points. However, the Cowboys immediately responded with 2 free throws from Jamir Johnson to increase its lead to 48-41 with 4:48 to go. Unfortunately for West, this would be the last time that they would score in this game. The game turned for good on this play as Elijah Shinaba continued his breakout night with a key steal and hoop and harm as this finish through Jamir Johnson cut into the West lead. More importantly, however, it was Johnson's 5th foul, which sent the sophomore guard off the floor for the rest of the game. Shinaba completed the 3-point play to trim the lead to 4 points. With a chance to extend its lead and put some points on the board, West was not able to convert the front end of a crucial 1-and-1. The senior guard Barry then responded with another clutch basket to inch closer to within 2 points. This was when things really started to unravel for West. Turnover woes took the momentum from West as Shinaba continued his career-high scoring performance with a clutch rebound and putback finish to tie the game at 48. Giving the ball away once again, West found itself on the other end of the scoreboard as yet another clutch basket from Shinaba helped the Falcons take a 50-48 lead with 33 seconds remaining. Sir Carricker was fouled with 15 seconds remaining and went to the line for 2 free throws to potentially tie the game. As was the story in the fourth, West could not break the ice at 48 points, as Carricker missed both attempts and put the ball back into the hands of Barry and Franklin Heights. Icing the game at the line, Barry put Heights up by the insurmountable 4 points, helping the Falcons complete an amazing 11-0 run in the final 4 minutes and change to begin the season 1-0. The Falcons never gave up despite trailing by as many as 13 points in the second half, as Ray Miller and his squad showed incredible toughness in the opening game of the year. For as good as the game-ending run was, the locker room celebration was even better.
I'm so proud of you. The old Falcons would have given up. You did not give up.
Starting 1-0 for the first time since 2013, Franklin Heights will look to keep that momentum going. For West, the Cowboys could not lick their wounds for long, as they had to quickly bounce back 2 days later in their home opener against City League North divisional foe International. Let's take a look at the highlights from that game.
He not gonna shoot you up.
If you thought the Franklin Heights game was live, it had nothing on Thursday's showdown in the City League. With the West Gym sounding like the 90s once again, the Cowboys came out hot. Opening the game on a 6-0 run thanks to its tough defensive pressure, West looked to roll early on. However, over the course of the game, International size began to take over, as the trio of Sam Whitaker, Jawan McCluster, and KJ Jones put the Lions ahead. West fought hard the entire game, keeping the deficit within one possession for most of the second half. The Cowboys caused a few key turnovers in the final minutes, the final one resulting in this go-ahead three from junior Javon Breckenridge, putting West up 53-52 with 30 seconds to go. The toughest phase of becoming a winning team is learning how to close, and West learned another tough lesson on Thursday. International's core of seniors came up clutch on their final possession, as this second-chance bucket from senior Isaiah Allen was the final nail in the coffin. West was not able to convert with 5 seconds and the length of the floor to go, as the Cowboys fell to 0-2 despite having a chance to win both of their games in the final quarter. International, however, led by Mike Bell, who guided East football to their best season in school history this past fall, has this Lions basketball program sitting at 2-1 with the chance to be a sleeper in Division III in the area. After checking out West, we skipped down a few streets on Saturday to check out the battle for the Southwest Hilltop, with Bishop Ready traveling to Briggs for the Bruins home opener. How close are these schools? Well, this is quite literally the drive that the Silver Knights made for the game on Saturday. Bishop Ready came just a few points away from a district championship last year in Division III, falling to Afrocentric in a game that more than likely would have sent either team to the state tournament. With that bitter taste in its mouth, Reedy moves up to Division II this year for what may be their best chance to win the district and go back to state for the first time since 2014 when they matched up against Carlton Bragg and powerhouse Villa Angela St. Joseph. This year's team has all the pieces to get back to that level. In the matchup against Briggs, it quickly got out of hand, as Reedy's senior trio was just too much for the Bruins. Senior wing Charlie Russell is arguably the most intriguing prospect on the team, despite the fact that he's committed to Air Force for baseball. Russell is a very talented player with great size, athleticism, and all-around ability. His older brother, Andrew Russell, is a tremendous player at Central Crossing and Wilmington College, so the genes are definitely there. Russell is joined by fellow seniors Caleb Schaefer and Luke Ruth. This trio has played together for nearly a decade by now and are looking to go out on top in not only the CCL, but in the district, regional, and state levels. Schaefer has been the most productive of the three over the course of his career and sets the tone with his physicality on the interior while having the ability to stretch the floor and hit outside shots. Ruth has the most swagger of the three, as this team clearly feeds off his confidence and energy. His ability to put the ball on the floor and score puts great pressure on opposing defenses and certainly helps the rest of the roster succeed. Ruth is a great player in transition, can finish at the rim, and is an equally great passer in the half court as well. In the 55-36 win over Briggs, Russell, Schaefer, and Ruth combined for 47 points. While these seniors will certainly get most of the fanfare this season, Reedy has a very solid core of younger players. As freshman Uthman Sharif and sophomore Caden Schaefer are among a group of talented guys that are the future of this program. Longtime area basketball coach Tony Basutti is in year 5 of his run at Reedy, and we feel this veteran coach will get the most out of this group as they look to accomplish a long list of goals this year. For Briggs, while it was a tough evening, the Bruins never stopped playing hard. That's one thing you have to appreciate about Tony Rice's teams. No matter the disadvantages in certain matchups, his teams will always play hard and always play with confidence. Junior Stephen Mock was the top performer for the Bruins, scoring in a variety of ways and helping Briggs make the final score respectable after Reedy established a sizable lead. The Bruins started off the season 0-2, but will certainly get back on track as City League play begins this week. In Episode 3, we'll have a loaded slate of area games, with the biggest yet in the early season when Briggs hits the road to take on West. The Bruins have won the last 5 matchups against West and have not surrendered a loss to its rival since 2019. Will they still run the series? Find out in the next episode. As always, Hilltop Hoops Westside Revival is brought to you by Galaxy Health Family Practice. Visit them in person at 421 Georgesville Road or online at galaxyhealthfp.com. We are so thankful for their association with this project and their support of 270 Hoops. Have a great weekend, everybody.